What's up, everybody? Welcome to Big Things, Big Blue Breakdown with your man, the Cats fan, the cameraman's favorite cameraman.
Boy, you undefeated, boy.
That's all right now, baby. I like that.
Your intro game's getting tight, dog.
Hey, baby.
Man. Hey, shout out to you.
Yes, sir. Now, this is kind of new for us. You know, we kind of been branching off into the UK realm of things. You know, you can't be in Lexington if you don't cover the Cats.
Right.
So you've been a lifelong fan. You have lived and died, mostly died, with UK football. You know, you've been there for some of the crushing moments of being a UK fan. And here y'all are kind of climbing out of the well. Man, just kind of tell us your thoughts on UK football this 2023 season.
It's rough right now. I think coming in, had a lot
two
more
losses now.
Yeah, but you're not seeing the offense click like you thought it would. I don't think quarterback, what's his name, Leary.
Yeah.
I think he's not much of he's no upgrade if you ask me from the quarterback of last year. Mm-hmm. They're pretty much interchangeable. Mm-hmm. But the only difference is I think the receiving core is not helping them out as equally as much as this year. Mm-hmm. I saw a report that came out that it was a news feed or whatnot that said it may have been some due to Kentucky's mismanagement of the roster, because I didn't realize they had maybe 8 or 9 receivers transfer out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have had, because they've had a lot of these classes, but we've seen them kind of disappear.
Right. So this was last year. They had 8 or 9 receivers transfer just last year. So I don't know, what the reason is. I mean, in this day and age, who could tell? These kids jump in the transfer portal for the slightest of reasons. Yeah. But anytime you lose that many receivers, it's going to be hard to kind of restock that and get the guys in with experience. So you are relying on a bunch of young guys. Yeah. And it was some hurtful drops in the Missouri game. Some bad drops, and some bad drops all season. That's kind of been the thing.
You kind of experienced that, attribute that to inexperience, maybe?
Yeah. Okay. Inexperience, and then, just having to rely on them so much in tight situations. So it's concerning with the offense, just for the simple fact is that we got a stud back and running back. But, I mean, if everybody's going to crowd the blocks, quarterback's going to have to make some throws, and receivers going to have to make some catches to help the quarterback out. And we just hadn't had that to this point. Looking at the schedule, I mean, when you started out the season, you were thinking about some games that you just knew we were going to win. Yeah. But now you don't really think that. You know what I'm saying? The Mississippi State game is going to be a toss-up. The South Carolina game is going to be a toss-up. And then, lo and behold, look there at the last of the game.
The Louisville game could be interesting.
You got the Ville coming on.
You was kind of counting that as a win the last few years.
That's what I'm saying. So, the Louisville game is going to be very interesting now. So, this thing could go either way.
Now, we've been here before.
Yeah.
And we thought the sky was falling, and Stoops has pulled them out together, and they've won those games that you talked about. Mm-hmm. Do you see this as just kind of like it's par for the course? I mean, if you look at it, those aren't necessarily, the 2 losses aren't bad losses. You got Missouri and Georgia, probably the 2 best teams in the SEC right now this season.
Yeah, I think Missouri has shocked a lot of people, but like I told someone else, Missouri always plays us close. Yeah. It's always a close game with Missouri. I was expecting, being homecoming and us, coming off that Georgia win, we would be more hungry for a win. The fake punt just seemed like it took all the wind out of our sails in that game for some reason. We just never could recover from that. But yeah, I like I said, I'm optimistic, cautiously optimistic. You know what I'm saying? I'll be interested to see how they rebound for this performance against Tennessee. Okay. And that's going to kind of tell us where we at.
Well, we got an off week, so we got a chance to kind of, batten down the hatches, get everything kind of breathe for a moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Figure out what's going on and move on. So now you coach Stoops, man. You going into this off week. What's your point of emphasis for getting the Cats ready for Tennessee?
Well, he gets paid a lot more than I do, so that's that's his job to kind of figure that out. But looking on the outside, looking in, I mean, you just got to come up with ways to get Leary more comfortable in the pocket to make the throws that he can make. And maybe a part of that is him, and I'm sure they have him and offense coordinator Cohen kind of sitting down and saying, "What do you like to do? Where do you feel more comfortable?"
Now, I've seen a lot of
at?
people talk about the amount of plays that UK has gotten, and they're on the lower end in D1. But at the same time, they're saying that Leary looks better when you speed it up and go tempo.
And that may be some of what it is.
Now, do you want to go tempo? Because like someone has said, I think my man Anthony White said, you go tempo and you not producing.
Yeah.
Then you 3 and out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
them 3 and out start to stack up a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, when you ain't and they're putting the defense out on the field a little bit. I'm sure it's something that I would maybe try for a couple of series to see if we can gain some traction from it. Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't pan out, then let's scrap it and let's go back to the huddle. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But at this point, man, you got to do whatever you got to do, in my opinion, to try to get your quarterback feeling more comfortable in there. And so it may be changing your philosophy a little bit as an offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And doing some things to kind of get him settled down back there, because it's obvious some of the throws are, he's just not. For whatever reason, he's just not connecting. They're just not. They just haven't found that relationship with some of the receivers. And like I said, the drops don't help either. You get a few drops, and then now you start to force things and force throws and think about throws and different things like that. So it's definitely a snowball effect when it comes down to that. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, cautiously optimistic would be my phrase for the next couple weeks.
Okay. All right, Coach, you got anything else before we close out?
Nah, that's it, man. A couple of tough games ahead. This is, got this bye week, and then the rubber really meets the road. Tennessee, Mississippi State, Alabama, South Carolina, and the Ville. So that's a tough back half of the schedule right there, buddy.
And if push come to shove, let's get ready for basketball season.
We ain't there yet, Coach.
All right, Coach.
We ain't there yet,
Just
baby.
something about that homecoming Keeneland stretch, It's like, we made it to Keeneland, man. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't there yet, man. It's a new day. It's a new day.
Right.
Stoops don't have us feeling like that in a long time, man. So we good. We good.
All right, Coach. As always, y'all keep checking us out. We got our high school show on Thursday, and we got plenty more stuff coming. Be sure to subscribe, share, like, and also check us out on YouTube, Facebook, X, the app formerly known as Twitter, and we even got a TikTok, y'all. You got anything else, Cole?
You got a TikTok?
We got a TikTok.
You be doing the little TikTok dances on there? Maybe you should do a TikTok dance and post it on there and get your views up.
You want to see me dancing? Go and check out the TikTok.
Leave a comment in the TikTok saying we'll see Coach Truck do a TikTok dance.
As always, peace.
Yes, sir.